Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Free Flame Thoughts. For those who don't already know, I'll be your host for tonight, and my name is Silva. Today's special guest goes by the name of La Cartier. She is a musician, a singer-songwriter, and today we'll be discussing music, love, and life. So I'm about to bring her in. La, I can see you. Let me just give you a wave right back. Would you like to invite yourself in as I accept you? Okay, we're just waiting for the connection. Hi, girl. Hey.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Oh my God. I'm always on a roller coaster. Every time I come on these lives, I'm always just before I come out. You don't want to know about my day. You don't want to know about my day, girl. How are you?
I'm all right, I've been having a busy one myself as well. It's my
Have
son's
you?
birthday. So it's
Oh
my
my
son,
goodness.
not
Happy
today, tomorrow.
birthday. It's tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not gate crashing your boy's birthday today, then. I'm
It's
so
all
sorry.
right.
Well, listen, I mean, as people begin to join the live and don't watch that because it will be on my page. Hopefully, Instagram is not messing around and it will save. Because last week was something else, it just didn't save and I had issues. But people can get to playback, as you know, when they feel like it.
Yeah.
So, welcome, Elle, to Free Flame Thought.
Thank you. I'm glad to
Welcome,
be here.
huh?
I said I'm glad to be here.
Oh, you are so welcome. You are so welcome. I know we're working on some time restraints this evening, so I'm going to jump straight into it. Is that okay?
No problem. I'm ready for you.
Yeah. And welcome to those who's joining. We are going to do the comments in between our snatch breaths, so we
Yeah.
don't disrupt the live. So we'll, have your comments come in or questions for LA, and we'll get to it after. Yeah, Elle?
No problem.
All right. So the first thing I'd like to know is, who is LA Cartier?
So LA is myself. Hi guys. I'm a singer-songwriter. I'm from North London. And yeah, I've been doing music for a really long time. So within the field, people would know me as a singer mostly. So yeah,
Okay, so let me surprise you with my replay question. Are you ready for it?
go on.
When we ask who we are, it has nothing to do with our attachments.
Okay.
I always get people with this question because we always say, "I'm a doctor, I'm a mom, I'm a poet," which people know to be. But that's not really who I am. It's kind of what I do. It's attachments. I don't know if you feel the same, but
Yeah.
if we were to take away your parental role or your credentials as your profession or your gifts, or not even your gifts actually, even just what we are known for,
Yeah.
we're left with the soul of who we are. Nothing to do
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah.
Unless I guess it's someone's sole purpose and they are healers or whatever, and it just, it's a very different thing. So when
Yeah.
I ask people who they are, I'm always waiting for that because they always have attachments. But
Hmm.
can we get to know the soul of LA? And when you're not singing, that we're gonna get to the singing part, we're gonna get there.
Yeah.
But I'd like to unlay you a little bit like an onion, just a little bit while we got this small window of time.
Hmm.
Hi, everyone. So if you think about it from a soul or spirit perspective and you consider who you are, it's like the question that I ask people, which that will be like another time when I say things like, who are you when no one's watching? Because
Hmm.
who I am when no one's watching, when none of this shebang, bang, bang is on, there's the real soul of the person that's got nothing to do with all of that. And
I
that's who we really are.
Yeah. Do you know what the maddest thing though is? I don't know whether I'm crazy or not, but you see how people see me and what people would say about me. I'm just exactly the same way when I'm by myself. I even talk to myself and bust the same jokes with myself. I'm literally a mad person.
I get that. I get that because Do you know what I mean? I don't know if anyone can
No,
relate in the comments box. When you go to work, let's be honest. Okay, listen. I'm going to pause this for a second just so I can make sense of my statement.
yeah.
When we go to work or everyday life, we say, "I'm me, I'm me, I'm me."
Mhm.
The truth is, if we were to truly search our soul, we couldn't be ourselves 24/7. You would have no friends or no job half the time, depending on who you are.
Yeah.
There has to be a facade to get through life sometimes. I don't mean with your friendship group. I mean, if you had a bad scenario with your parents or a partner. You won't go to work with that.
Yeah,
You'd
yeah,
have to
yeah,
put
yeah.
on the profession, and that is a facade.
Yeah.
So when we take everything off, we can say
Mm-hmm.
we are who we are. Because I'm still me, but there's
Mm-hmm.
still going to be a soul of someone, and who is that?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Anyway,
Yeah.
okay, but that's the whole point
No,
of that's the whole point of
I
the
hear where you're
question.
going with that. I
It
definitely
actually
hear
has
you.
nothing to do with what we do as a profession and what we're known for, because it's
Yeah.
more of a soulful and spirited journey. So I like to ask that question because at least people thought evoked, at least to think about, rah, if I took all that away, who would I really be?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know?
A very good-hearted woman, and I could say that with my chest.
That
I
no,
know that.
no, you see that answer? That's the real answer.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the literally the realest answer. So okay, so where were you born?
Um, in London, North London. I grew
Hmm.
up in Tottenham. I was born in well, it's Enfield, but it's
Okay.
Eglinton. I was born in North Middlesex Hospital, moved straight into my house in Tottenham, and I was in Tottenham for the most of my life, basically. So yeah,
Wow.
I'm a North
When I
London
think
girl.
London, when I think of North London,
What
that
do you
brings
think of?
back memories from 14 and 15. I had no business being up there. That's the memories I have.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother Jerry Springer show. Yeah, with me, yeah.
What you
What?
were
You
doing
know,
in North London.
you
That's
don't want to know,
funny.
girl. Yeah. You know, Seven Sisters, where you got I think the
Yeah.
big test.
Yeah, the big Tesco.
I was standing plotting. Yeah, that's a whole nother
I hear you.
conversation. Yeah.
I
But
hear you.
okay, so what's your origin? Where's your folks from?
So both of my parents are mixed. So my mum is like they were both born in England. Right, both of them were raised in Hackney. But my dad is mixed race, so he's half white and half like Jamaican Coolie.
Okay,
And
so you
then
got a little
and
quarter mix going on then. Okay.
yeah, and then my mum is half Trini and half Guyanese.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so I'm like four quarters. I just say I'm Caribbean because I can't be bothered to ask
That's a nice. Oh,
on a
that's a
normal
nice little
basis.
mix up. That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
So, um, how would your family and friends describe you? Because at this point, I'm just unlayering the soul of who you are, which has nothing to
You
do with
know
what you do.
what?
That's where I'm at. Go on.
I
How would
hear
your
all
friends and family describe you?
um they'd probably say I never stop, so I'm hardworking. They'd probably say I'm very determined because I just do anything that I say I'm gonna do. Like
That's good.
I kind of don't have plan Bs. They would say that
Yeah.
they
Yes.
they would say that I'm a free spirit because I pick up and go. If I decide I'm going to Jamaica in the morning, I'm going in the morning. Like, do you
Yeah.
know what I mean? So they'll probably say I'm quite free spirited. They'll definitely say that I just kind of go with. I'm true to whatever I believe and whatever I think at all times. So like I would make a decision based on like okay, so for example, I'm a Muslim, and when I first converted to Islam, it was like 2007, around 2007. I knew no one that was Muslim. None of my friends were doing it, nothing. And then I just came back from university covered from head to toe wearing my hijab. So like I didn't have the influences of everyone who was around me and what others would say or what others were doing or whatever. I just did what I wanted to do. So that's how people would mostly describe me and
So
be like, yeah,
you're like me.
she does whatever she feels.
But let me ask you a question whilst you touched on that. A lot of
Yeah.
people tend to start that way and they start taking it off. What was that about for you? Where did you go
Um,
from the covering up to taking it all
so
off?
so basically like when I first converted to Islam, it's all about your iman. I don't know if you know much about Islam, but basically like your
Little
iman
bit.
Iman is like your faith, like your belief. And when you first, I feel like when you first come to Islam and you're first doing like the research into it and you're just bang on it, you're bang on it. So your Iman is high, like your strength,
Right.
everything is high. So when I first came into it, even prior to me actually taking my Shahada and becoming a Muslim, I started covering my head. But that was
Okay.
just because of the teachers I was learning, and I was thinking, okay, like this is what women are meant to be like. They're meant to cover their head, they're meant to do this, and I was like so
Right.
bang on it that I was doing all of that. And then
Mm.
I converted to Islam. I kind of covered for like 5 or 6 years. Um,
Mm.
and that was like fully, as in nobody, like nobody, my cousins, no one would see me uncovered. And then after a
Wow.
while, it's like I kind of started to have a different like thought process of certain things. So my belief in Islam has not gone. I still like I do all the fundamentals. I fast, I
Yeah.
pray, and all those things. But in terms of like some of my ideas and beliefs about things that we're told to do kind of changed a little bit. And that's not to say that I disagree with them, because I don't disagree with anything that we're told to do, but I was just like, I am struggling. There's like, basically, because
Okay.
I wasn't Muslim before. Obviously, growing up not being Muslim, doing my hairstyles wacky. 1 minute it's shaved, next minute it's red, next minute it's got patterns on the side. I'm a singer, so I'm quite out there. The clothes I wear, all of those things. It was easier for me when my iman was high, but then after a little while, it started becoming more of a burden for me to cover, and I started to feel like I was looking at Islam in a bad way, because I felt like it was a burden rather than something I wanted to do. So
So
because
allow me to ask you this.
yeah.
I hear the struggle, because when I was younger, I had 5 minutes in the Christian faith. I hear the struggle.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this. Is that more based on I know your faith is strong, but are you in practicality more led by the Western world than really how you
Yeah,
feel like you would
it's
prefer,
basically like,
right?
we look at it as, it's called jahiliyyah, like your life prior to being a
Okay.
Muslim. So it's just the norms and the things that you're so used to, and the temptations and stuff that you know about from jahiliyyah. So obviously things are going to be easier. If I was born into it and I wore my hijab and stuff from birth, it wouldn't be
It'd be
a thing
standard.
to
It'd be
me. Yeah.
standard. Yeah.
But because I know what it's like, so for example, in the summer, like I said, I'm the only person who was Muslim. Yeah, none of my friends, nobody. So imagine it's the middle of summer.
Are you with me? Don't freeze. Don't freeze. Oh, you're back. Thank God.
I put my phone on do not disturb, but for some reason the calls are still coming through, and I don't know how to stop that. What do I do? You know?
Do you know, I don't even do that. I just have to click them off. But most people know that I'm on a live, so 90% of the time they don't disturb me.
Okay, I'm clicking off. I'm clicking off,
Yeah,
but they might
this
just leave me on. I'm
decline.
clicking off.
She
Right.
busy.
So yeah, obviously I'm used to like summer coming, and I want to turn up. I want to have my hairstyles. I want to do this and do that. So it's like, when I'm looking at everybody outside, it's difficult. Like 6 years down the line, I'm still like, oh, I wish I could just buy a fresh white pair of Air Forces right now and rock a little red hairstyle. Do you know what I mean? So over time, it becomes like, oh, like, it's a burden. And one thing I didn't want to do is have like negative connotations attached with my religion. Because when I first started doing it, I did it out of my heart and because I wanted to. And then afterwards, I was married for 10 years. So
oh wow, okay.
like, Islamically, I was married for 10 years. So during that time, it's like, I didn't want to now only be covering because I'm somebody's wife, or because I'm meant to be this Muslim woman, or because I'm meant to be this. Because in the beginning, I chose to do it for Allah. So for me, it was like, if I'm no longer doing it for Allah and I'm only doing it because I have to, or because it's a burden, then I'm not doing it from my heart. So I said, I'm going to stop that. And then if there's a day when I do feel like, you know what, this is what I want to do now, and I'm doing it for the right reasons, then I'll continue. But as soon as I felt like it was for reasons other than Allah, then I was like, no, I'm out of that. So
I'm listening.
Yeah.
Okay. So wow, thank you for sharing that.
Okay.
I asked you before you expressed that how your family and friends would describe you, and you said they would say that you're just you. This is how you are all the time.
Yeah.
So in it, right, which is great. Versus that though, how do you describe yourself? I heard you say they said you're determined, but is there more to that? How would you describe yourself? Because we know the truth. How we see ourselves is not how the people see us sometimes, and that's the truth.
I'm very people see me as being very, very strong, and I am very, very strong, but I also feel very, very weak at times. But because everybody else sees me as being very, very strong, I have no choice but to be strong. So that's one thing. Yeah, so more time they would never describe me as being weak because they don't see it. But then I'm saying that, trust me, there's times when I'm weak. Do you get what I mean? Also, I'm quite hard on myself as well. So like, I will feel like I haven't done, not that I'm not good enough, because I always feel like I'm good enough, but I don't, sometimes I feel like maybe I haven't achieved what I wanted to, or I haven't got to a goal that I wanted to be at or whatever. And then people look at me and be like, are you mad? Like, do you know what you have done? And then when they say it back to me afterwards, I'm like, okay, maybe I'm being a bit harsh on myself.
Well, you've obviously got a very supportive network, because some people will not remind you of your goals. They want to just get happy that you're not actually feeling good about it. So
100%.
But you know, I'd like to share something with you. When we speak about weaknesses and strengths, we know that everyone has them.
Yeah.
Okay. And I do consider myself to be a very strong sister. But guess what? a part of me always sharing my fragileness in some areas or vulnerability that we experience sometimes in some areas. And when you cry silently, when people ain't seeing you turn up, I tell people about it
Yeah.
happily because
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not interested in living up to a picture that people has for me, which a lot of them has me on this pedestal of unrealisticness, which is like, yes, I have strength. That's been
Yeah.
proven. I'm a soldier, I'm a warrior. But
Yeah.
warriors, I walk enough times and that's how
Yeah.
life is. And
Yeah.
for me, there's nothing, okay, we can say weaknesses, temptation, right? Whether it's a person, food, or overspending or whatever it is. So I can look at that as weaknesses in my life. But you see my emotions in terms of spilling tears and allowing myself to process and feel, I'm not seeing it as a weakness. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
not doing it because that's a part of my strength.
Uh-huh. You know what? I'm happy to kind of admit that it happens, but showing it is a different thing. I'm really,
Oh,
I'm,
you
I'm
should see
very,
me.
I'm
I
very
surprise
happy to
people.
admit it happens. But I'm
I want
really
to
happy to.
encourage that, and I'm sharing this with you for a reason
Yeah.
because of what I'm like, especially when in relationships. We'll talk about that a bit later.
Yeah.
People are shocked, like, what? So I have my moments, and they're like,
Yeah.
excuse me? Because somebody
Yeah.
else, I could be there for 10 years and never showed not one tear. I'm not showing you that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you're around people that invite you into your sensitivity and emotional self, you will
Yeah.
feel free.
Yeah.
We must allow these things. And lastly, I'm going to share with you on this note, and do please take this in as another sister. A lot of us black women, we do call ourselves strong black women, and we've been told by so many brothers, right, guys? Black queens, and they're strong. But we must remember there's a difference between hardness and strength.
Yeah.
A lot
100%.
of our sisters are carrying a lot of hardness based on the struggle, the
That we've
single
been
period,
in.
sometimes the heartache.
Yeah.
And we feel like I'm the strong, I'm about it. But listen, you see, the hardness ain't attractive.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of it. So I'm speaking for myself. I've got
Yeah.
both. But we must know the difference between the strength as a black woman and the hardness. And
Yeah.
when you're around, especially a man that invites the femininity back, because we need to soften up a little bit. We need that.
Yeah. 100%.
So let's
Definitely.
show more of what we classify as the weakness because it's a part of our femininity,
Yeah. No, I
you
hear
know.
you.
And I'm
Definitely.
myself. That's why I'm sharing it with you.
I hear you. It's something I've had to tell myself because I'm very hard. It's something
If
I've
there's
had to tell
anyone
myself.
watching this that agrees or relates or has witnessed it, please throw up some hearts because come on, yeah, come
Literally.
on.
I've had to actually I've had to remind myself of that, to be fair. I really have had
Yeah.
to remind myself, like, LA, you're not a man, you know, like you actually
When
are.
are you born in April? When's your birthday?
March the 8th.
You're
It's a
close.
little while.
You're close. You're
Is
close.
it?
Everything about you, I'm like, yes, I
That's
get a lot of
funny.
masculine, but we'll talk about that later.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now today's topic of the hour is what? The beginning was me talking about who you were. Now I want to get into music, love, and life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Mr. Jules, what's up, fams? You get it? Yeah. Come on. You know, and that's to be honest in regards to we have to start admitting there's a difference between strength and hardness as the woman, especially the black woman. We come from a lot of struggle.
Yeah.
And, we misidentify that as being real and being hot. No, we need to give birth to some more femininity, and sometimes the right loving
Yeah.
probably bring that back. You know,
100%.
we can talk about that on the next show. But for now, let's
I
get into
agree.
music, let's get into love, and let's get into life. Okay,
Okie
I'm gonna talk
dokie.
about love first.
Go on then. Go on then.
All right. I'm gonna be a bit unpredictable with you though. Do you believe? Okay, I'm gonna ask you a trivial question. Do you believe in love?
Of course I do.
See, I can't say course because the journeys of people have people saying bun love. You have
Yeah,
to understand.
people say bun love, but I feel that when people say bun love, it's as a result of something, isn't it? It's like as a result of hurt or being let down by love, and that's the reason why they say bun
Okay.
love. But you can't then actually like ignore the fact that love exists. You can say bun it, I'm not on it, but you can't say it don't exist.
All right. So I know that was a silly question. It seemed like a silly, like, but the truth
No.
is, with
No,
all
I
these
hear you.
posts, right? With all
Mm-hmm.
these posts coming out saying, you know, run love. And I always say, love didn't do you nothing. It was a person that misused it, or we got our own
100%.
baggage and traumas and whatever. All
Yeah.
right. So as you believe in love, in terms of the man and the woman, I
Mm-hmm.
think, or some believe in woman and man, but I'm thinking man and woman. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what's your thoughts on soulmates? And I don't know if you know about twin flames, but it's a deeper sense than soulmate. What's your thoughts on soulmates? And go on. Oops,
Mm,
come back. I'm going to read all your comments.
so, sorry. In terms of, I don't know about the second thing that you said, but soulmates, I believe, like, I don't know, about this soulmate thing.
Mm. Are you with me? Okay, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. So
Yeah, I
your
was
thought,
saying
what
that
is your soulmate, as we were saying? Do you believe in it? Have you ever experienced that kind of rendition before?
um I don't know about the soulmate thing. I'm not too sure about it because
Mm.
people just say like, oh, there's a soulmate and you're gonna find your soulmate and then that's just it. Like, but I don't know about that. I feel like there's elements of your soulmate in all different people that you find. Because the man that I was with for 10 years, I would have told you that he was my soulmate. The man that I see now, I would tell you he's my soulmate, because there's gonna be values or characteristics or whatever that touch your soul. Do you know what I mean? But I don't think it's like a one person is the
Aha.
soulmate and that's it.
Aha.
Yeah.
Okay, you just unraveled the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I know growing up, we're told about soulmates. And remember, a lot of everything we know is being taught, is being implemented in us. Let's be
Yeah.
honest, unless you're speaking from spirit, which
Yeah.
you're born with. Everything else is being implemented in us.
Yeah.
So growing up, you're told about this soulmate, woman and man or whatever, female, whatever it is, whatever gender people like to rock with.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but then you realize with other teachings and experiences that people say their soulmates are their friends. When you research, there
Yeah.
are people that say their soulmate is their friend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But then twin flame. I've always loved the concept of twin flame. It goes into many, okay, a soulmate. Cartier is my soulmate. That can be that, my rekindled sister from,
Yeah.
you meet a guy or a woman, and you feel so connected and, from the soul perspective. But twin flames is literally like the mirroring of each other's souls.
Okay.
It's an interesting research. I'm going to show you. I don't know if you can see this though. Can you see this tattoo at all?
Yeah. No, go
That
lift
is,
up a little bit. Lift up a bit. Yeah, go on a bit. I can see it. It's kind of cut off, but I just saw it
right,
before.
okay. Can you see it all?
Yeah. No, move
Right?
forward. Yeah, there. Perfect.
Right? You see it's like a figure eight and wings and a halo.
Yeah.
Right, that is the symbol of a twin flame. That is what the tattoo looks like.
So number 8's my favorite number. That's the name of my EP, and
Mm-hmm.
I really like that. So what
Mm-hmm.
does it mean?
It means twin flame. It actually
What is that?
means
So it just means
all right.
somebody mirrors your spirit.
It sounds very, it sounds very trippy, but once you go into the research, it branches off. But if I give you a
Okay.
quick basic of it,
Yeah.
it's your twin
Yeah.
flame. So if I say I've met you and we actually feel like on a spiritual realm we are mirroring each other.
Yeah, like you're just the same.
It's
Yeah, okay.
another the reason why I love it so much, whether you've experienced it or not, is
Uh-huh.
because soulmate is so commercial and twin flame is still like, wow, what's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
but when we get off the phone, have a little Google. If you like the tattoo, go get one. Why not? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like that. I like it.
Yeah, I got a lot, but this is one of my favorites. It's one of my last ones actually. I've been tattooing since through lockdown, but I'm not supposed to say that. When you got tattoos on the down low, yeah.
I
All
got a
right,
couple. I got a
yeah.
couple
All right, we're
tat.
gonna have to talk about that.
I
Okay,
want to get some
so
more.
so basically, all right, we covered the whole soulmate thing. So what's your thoughts on, we're still talking about love now. For those who just joined us, welcome. If you're new to this platform, my name is Silva, and of course, I am the host. We are with La Cartier, musician, singer-songwriter, and we are discussing music, love, and life. And at this moment, we are discussing love. Yeah, all elements around love, just to recap you guys. So we spoke about soulmates and twin flames. So what's your thoughts? I'm going to get a little bit grimy a little bit as I go along. What's your thoughts on Mr. and Mrs. Make Do? Let's be honest. Do you believe in Mr. Perfect or Mr. Make Do?
I don't think there's a Mr. Perfect, honestly. I just don't
There's
think
Mr.
nobody's going to
Perfect
be
for you.
Mr. Perfect for me.
There would be, because if someone's perfect for me, he's Mr. Perfect.
Yeah, but I don't think there's anybody perfect for anyone. Just don't think they're perfect. I think there's always going to be things that you don't like about the person, and it's going to be up to you as to whether you want to stay and deal with it or work on it, or whether you don't.
Right, but did you hear the? Did you hear the word? He wasn't Mr. Perfect, as in we're all born in sin, allegedly, okay?
Yeah.
And we all have beautiful flaws that makes us unique.
Mm-hmm.
But if someone's perfect for you,
mm-hmm.
okay, someone could be like, "Oh, we doing of him."
Yeah.
But he rocks your spirit. He is about that. He's your bedrock. He's everything.
Yeah.
Perfect for you.
But then could you still call him perfect for me? Because
Yes.
I still don't think he's perfect though.
Okay, well this is the interesting thing, baby girl. And I love that. I love that you're talented. That's why I know you'll name my birthday. You know, yeah. You have the reason, yeah.
No, but
you
you get what I mean. Like, if I'm saying, okay, like I don't believe that nobody is perfect. Yeah. I don't believe no one is perfect. So if I meet a guy, I don't believe he's ever going to be perfect. So he's never going to be perfect for me. He'll be just fine for me and I'll be happy to stay, maybe. But I couldn't say that he's like Mr. Perfect for me because I just don't think no one's perfect.
You see, I love what you're saying, but see, sometimes I sit in this seat and I don't give my opinions because I have a strong opinion as well. And I keep saying people's got to interview me because everyone's like, we're going to interview you. Please do so I can speak all evening, yeah? But you know what it is?
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of guru and Asian Buddhism stuff. I've been a bit empowered, all right?
Buddhism, okay.
But I'm obsessed with it all. I love it. And what the guru was saying is, stop looking for the one. You're not going to find the one, okay?
The one.
What he's saying is, he wasn't actually saying you can't find the one for you.
Yeah.
He was saying you keep looking for perfect.
Yeah, and you can't find perfect.
He said anyone you're looking for and speak for perfect, you're going to always be heartbroken. So what it is that I took from that is, you can actually say a situation, like having a job, is perfect for you. So I can say, why is that person stacking shelves in Sainsbury's? Hang on a minute.
It's perfect for them at that time. No, I hear you in that.
They're stacking their money. They're building their property, let's say in yards. They're traveling the world. It's perfect for them.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean about relationships. Some relationships are perfect for you.
Yeah.
So therefore, she or he is Mr. or Mrs. Perfect, or Mr. Make Do or Mrs. Make Do.
I think I go with the perfect for me situation.
All right. You see,
I go with the perfect for me.
You see. So in that case, then, do you believe in Mr. and Mrs. Make Do for the meanwhile? What's your thoughts on that?
In terms of what the person wants. It depends on what somebody wants, you know, because if I just want someone to make do for a little while, then I'm going to get the person to make do. Do you know what I mean?
Are you cool with that?
It depends on what the person wants. Like for me personally.
I'm asking you.
Yeah, like if I don't know, like I don't know. I'm a person that's more into long-term relationships, so I'm not really that type of person generally. Like all the relationships I've had have been long-term. But if I needed to have a make-do person, then I'll have a make-do person because that would be. But then that make-do person would be Mr. Perfect for me, though, wouldn't it? Do you get what I mean?
Listen, girl. Let me tell you. By the way, so La Cartier, is there a Mr. Cartier in your life or a Mrs.?
You said or a Mrs., you know.
Well, listen,
unfortunately, I haven't swung that direction as yet.
Baby,
so I
listen.
can't tell you about that one.
I can't be gender prejudiced. A lot of girls right now are going the other way because they can't get the man thing. It's heartbreak season.
I tell you, the man's
so enough girls are like, listen, but that's a whole other Jerry Springer show. I'm not satisfied in the bed. The girl knows what she's giving me. Enough girls are gone left. So I have to be open and say, is there a Mrs. or Mrs. Mr. or Mr.
I hear you.
Yeah?
Well, there's somebody in my life, yeah.
All right. So what, is he Mr. Cartier though? Would you give him your surname? That's where we are in times right now, isn't it?
My phone's ringing right now, and I think that could be Mr. Cartier on the other line.
Mr. Cartier, lock off the phone. She's live. Yeah? Yeah, she's mine right now. Okay.
I tell you. But yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, good. Listen, mister, I don't know you, but make sure you do it right, you know.
He has to, otherwise
Okay?
I'll punch him up now, joking.
I'll punch him up with you. Sisterhood and shit, yeah?
Don't make me laugh.
All right, listen. Whilst you grab yourself a quick drink or a moment just to catch your breath, let's go to the comments. Let me go to the comments, right? Get my 20
No
eyes on.
problem.
Okay.
Literally, my friend has just entered my house, so I was gonna say to her, pour a glass of wine, get yourself
Yeah,
comfy, and
yeah, pour a
listen.
glass of wine. Pour Cartier a glass of wine. Yeah.
Oh look, there you go. Look, I got one. Excuse
All
my
right, that's what
jargon,
we
but look.
like. Social justice,
Thank
big
you,
up
guys.
yourself. Wayne, how you doing? Ashley, hi, thanks for the waves.
See, I can't see your comments. That's not fair.
Why can't you?
I
Starboy,
don't know.
hi, and everyone who's waving, come to support LA right here. How you doing, Sandy? Let me see. Wayne, this blog is an example of love itself. Love thyself, maybe you're trying to say? Life experiences. Can you sing something before the end, please? Just followed you, and thank you for following Cartier. Yes, she
Thank
is gonna have
you.
a Cartier's got a surprise for us at the very end. You're not gonna expect
Thank
this.
you,
Today I
guys.
have a cracker for you. No, she ain't gonna belly dance. She ain't gonna pole dance, but there's another little surprise I got for you. So if you wanted to see the surprise, get to the end, okay? Let me see. Is that Eva Blessed is sending LA some love?
Thank you, guys. I can't see the comments. I'm so upset. Hi, thank you, guys.
Sorry, Barrett, friends with benefits, period. He says, I know who you are. Hi, Chris. He says, friends with benefits, period. Is that convenient? Make do person. Mm-hmm. Friends with benefits.
It
You
is a
know
make do
what? I'm
person.
not going to lie to you. I've never been good at it. I've tried it as a younger person. I've never been good at it. But we're going to bring you back another show. We're going to go in on some topics. Yeah, we're going to go in. Have you
No
had your
problem.
wine?
Yeah,
You had your wine, had your sip, right?
Yeah.
All right. So listen, it's lockdown season.
Yeah.
All right. And those who said, I'm not into dating apps, I'm not desperate. Dating apps is big blood clot business right now. You
Trust
understand?
me. Yeah.
Okay. So what's your thoughts on dating apps? Would you, could you, have you? Talk to
You
me.
know what?
The thing 100 though.
So I'm not a dating app person, and that's just
Okay.
because I feel like since I was young, like I'm not judging anybody because things have
Yeah,
changed.
yeah.
Yeah. And I think things are very different now, and the whole view of it is different now. But when I was
Very.
younger, there was a stigma attached to dating apps, and you were just seen as like a loser. Now people are on it, and
Oh, that's so gone. Yeah.
all kind of people are on it now. So it's like, okay, cool. But then I still kind of have a negative view on a guy that's on a dating app. So if
All
I
right.
was
So
to
let
go
me
in
put
there,
this to you. I'm gonna switch you up just a little bit,
all
right?
right, go.
Not me trying to convert you at all. Yeah. Because before trying it, I had a lot of stigma. Desperados, killers, crazies. I've met those people in real life. I've met those people in real life, walking down the street or in a bar or whatever, them same people. So sometimes people do challenge me and be like, well, you haven't tried, or don't knock it till you try it. So here's my philosophy after experiencing it, okay? I ask myself one question. What is my stigma really about? Where is it coming from? Again, implemented into me from what you hear. Okay. I ask myself, who am I truly?
Yeah.
If I chose to experience it, do I see myself as a good person, a loser, a killer, a rapist? No. There has to be someone that will mirror me. It's logical.
No,
It's
I
logical.
hear you.
Right? When you start seeing relatives, associates, colleagues married for years from meeting their men and women from these apps, something's got to
Oh
give.
yeah.
Professionals and high-class jobs where they met their husbands 5 years ago from this app, or long distance relationships. So I was keen to find out, because of lockdown, so many people that promised they wouldn't go on there is on there.
Yeah.
And a lot of the guys I know are saying they putting on basically want fun, want nothing serious. And there are people genuinely looking for love. So have you never tried it?
No, I've never tried it.
Okay, so you can't even say even for a day what it'd be like for you. Is
No,
it
no, no, no.
anyone?
I've been on one and I've done the whole swiping and stuff to see who's on there. To
Oh, so
see what kind.
that's what I'm saying. You've at least experienced it,
No, no, yeah,
yeah?
yeah, 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 yeah.
But
I've actually
not.
been.
That's way back when it was a loser thing, basically, yeah.
No, no, actually quite recently because somebody was telling me that apparently there's black people on one of them like Hinge or something. And I was like, really? So we were just swiping. I was just on her
If
thing
you
like,
see the
okay.
caliber of people that I know are hooked up, you'd be like, listen.
Yeah.
Uh,
Serious.
yeah, but what
Well,
it is, there are losers everywhere. I think the only
yeah,
difference is, in all honesty, I am a traditional girl, so I prefer to meet people naturally.
yeah,
Yeah, but the
yeah,
reason also, other than being asked to just try it, why I did experience it, I wanted to see the different calibers that would be available to what you get every day in your area. Let's be
yeah,
honest. You go home,
yeah.
you go to where you go.
Mm.
Oh my God. What's happened with me is I met so many people that ended up being networking, making money, freelance, done creativity, freelance projects. I met so many people that wasn't even about that they were about other things. And we done work, we've raved, we've traveled,
Mm-hmm.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I can honestly say, thank God, vibrationally, that period of my life, especially in that moment, I met some gems, and it was never even about fancying each other. You just have to talk. I don't really like you.
Yeah,
What are you about? Before you
yeah,
know, I put my ticket, I go to Jamaica. We're
yeah,
traveling.
yeah. Sick. Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be a vibration where you feel like
100%.
it's crazies out there, but crazies everywhere. I
Yeah.
dated the crazy in real life.
Yeah, I hear you.
In my life, I've been real in my 20s. And
Yeah.
Wayne, you know that is Wayne. Okay, let's be real. The guy in the comments box, my friend. Yeah.
Don't
So
let me laugh.
there's nothing everywhere. I'm not gonna lie, but
Yeah.
I do think the spirit of the sermon has to be there. You got to be about yourself and know that people just have more time on the internet to create falsehood. That's all it is.
Mm.
They have more time. You make, down the street, someone can't pretend to bump into you, and so
Yeah.
I natural is always better, but you've tried it, so you know. Did you see anyone nice, at least? Anyone that you thought were like, rock? Anyone?
No, but you know what? Me, I've got a problem, you know. I'm the most pickiest person in the whole world. I have got a serious issue. I think I've got an issue. So I was just like, don't get me wrong, I could appreciate that there were good looking people on there and stuff, but there was nobody for me. But I wasn't looking in like that to really find someone. I just wanted to see the caliber of people. And there were decent people on there, I guess, yeah. So I can't knock it. Do you get me? And I know, like, my friend's mum and dad, not mum and dad, my friend's dad and her stepmom, they've been married for like how many, 15 years or so, and they've been married. I think it was Plenty of Fish.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I think it was Plenty of Fish, and they've been married for
That's
how many years,
amazing.
how many children. So I can't say that it doesn't work, and I can't say
It
that
does.
there's
It
something
does.
about anyone who uses them. But when I was younger, it was just a stigma that was attached to it. So I never
Yeah.
kind of jumped on that wave. And then maybe when people started to, I was already in a relationship, so I didn't need to. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm a bit behind on it. Maybe I just haven't caught up. And when I need it again,
No, do you
if
know
I
what?
need it again, I will
I'm
use
like you.
it.
Naturality is the one, but I can't, as you said, knock those who's been successful. And what that shows us is everything ain't for everyone.
Yeah, 100%. I hear you on that one.
Because that ain't worked for us. So,
I hear you.
All right, so I'm going to switch it up. Before I go on, do you want to ask me anything?
Yeah, like, what do you do? So, what's the word I'm looking for? Do you, what's that word again? When you do like oh, for God's sake, when people sit like this and meditate, do you do meditation every day?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah. What made you ask? That's interesting.
Because you see the way that you speak, you come across as someone real spiritual in it that has like crystals and stuff and burn sage has
Wait, what
crystals.
did you
You know what I
say?
mean?
Burn what?
See, that's what I'm talking about. So
Right?
I just kind of gathered.
And the Palo Santo burning stick. Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
But I
I
don't
hear
own any
you.
crystals. And let me
Do you
tell
have
you
do you have lots
why.
of plants and stuff?
No, but that is absent in my life, and it's clearly an absence in my life.
You know, I'm picking up on the type of person that you seem like you are. And I'm just thinking, let me just double check. You know what I
No,
mean?
I love that. I think
Yeah.
that's why I thought, you know what? There's something about LA. I feel like she wants to ask me something. Ask anybody. I've never asked anybody that. I have
Is it?
stopped. What does she want to ask me? Yeah.
Just thinking,
Yeah.
I wonder if you meditate every day and stuff like that. Like,
You know, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm far from where I need to be in my meditation or spiritual journey. I'm not going to lie to you. It's we must understand that there's a lot of things right now that are just commercial.
mm-hmm.
Everyone's an oracle. Everyone's a single or spoken word artist. Everyone's a PT or nutritionist. Everyone's a grime MC. Everyone, oh, I've got crystals. I'm spirit. There's a lot of trend. We must be mindful of what that looks like. And
Yeah.
I've never bought a crystal in my life. And it's not because I'm against it. It's never called me.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to feel, I'm a woman of purpose. I have to be, with me, I do things based on what draws me.
Yeah.
So meditation is something that I need to be still. Because my mind is like monkey. I got monkey mind. I'm too much things. I'm trying to go to bed. What I've got to do next week. It's not healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do meditate. There are levels. And because of levels, sometimes we're not ready for those levels. And I've had an experience. I'll tell you about maybe another time, unless you know right now. But what I do now is I do a lot of breath work.
Okay.
And it's something that I'm going to do as a sideline later on, for real. Like, so with breath work, it's, you know, every day we wake up, we're breathing, and we take it for granted. And we've never really taken a moment to be like...
I've done it before, when you focus on the breathing and all those
all
things.
right.
Yeah, I've done it.
So I do breath work, and I do affirmations, and I do gentle visualization, because you can go too deep and you're not always ready.
Yeah.
And one thing I didn't know when I started meditating in the beginning, we just do it. You hear about it, let's be honest, and you do it. Yeah. But those who are deep into a different form of spirituality, they will say, did you protect yourself before you meditated?
Yeah.
When you're meditating, there are portholes that there's oh my god, there's realms that
is it like you open yourself up to meditate, and you have to protect yourself from what can come in when you let yourself open? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So a lot of us don't know about that. We just, we meditate, I sit there for 5 hours.
Yeah.
That's meditation. Everything's good and bad and everything. Meditate just means to ponder. Remember that, you know. Yeah. So I do meditate. I definitely do something that I started doing at work with my clients, because I specialize in autism and cerebral palsy. I do my little sage thing, but I think a lot of them are psychological.
Yeah.
You know, we think sage works, so it's going to work sometimes. And I like the ambience it gives me. So yeah, you're right. do you do any of that?
I use sage. I've got sage. I burn sage sometimes, but I don't know, like, I've heard that, it cleanses stuff and that, and I like the whole ambience of it. I'm not really into the whole, like, going deep into it and buying crystals and that. And do you know what? I'm not going to lie. I feel like I've been put off because of what you said. Everyone just buys crystals and now they're missing.
It's just become a trend. It's got silly. And I'm definitely not that girl. Yeah, it's gone silly. So it's silly. But follow your spirit. Follow your spirit. Especially when you're ending relationships. Find out that clock, you see?
Watch that.
Open the doors and windows and burn it out. And welcome somebody else in you. And there's black sage, there's white sage. Research the differences between them. And that's what I do sometimes, you know, the different kind of sages and what they do, and burning rosemary and some people, but there's all different things. It's good and bad and everything. You've got to be mindful that when someone says spiritual, there's good and bad spirit.
100%. I hear you.
So now witches will say they're spiritual. So we got to be mindful when we're saying we're spiritual, what kind of spirituality. So for me, if it ain't from the light, I'm not fucking with it.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know, so yeah, that's that's cool. So you mentioned in regards to Islam briefly, just to briefly step back on that, and relationships. Are you currently in a headspace of dating in a Muslim or Islamic relationship, or are you more westernized now? Just out of curiosity, we're talking about love.
There's no dating in Islam. There's no dating.
Oh yes, that's correct.
There's no dating in Islam, so it doesn't work like that. In Islam, you meet somebody a couple times and then you get married. There's not really no dating. So when you're with someone, you're married. So there's not that stage.
So you're not. So your belief is Islam, but you're not 100% committed to it. Am I right? And that's all right. That's where you're at.
No, I wouldn't say that. I would say I'm 100% committed to it, but I don't, what's the word? I just don't, I don't do everything. So it's just like me saying I'm a Christian, but I drink alcohol, or I'm a Christian,
But
but
then
I
they're
do
not.
this. Like,
I'm not trying to get
I don't
too
know.
technical, but this is why I say to people, my faith is Christianity, but my commitment is spirituality. I couldn't call myself a born again Christian, which I'm not, if I wasn't practicing it.
Yeah, but practicing and belief is two different things. So
That's what I'm
Islam,
saying. That's why I
yeah,
said my belief, but my
yeah.
practice is spirituality.
Yeah, but you asked, you used a specific word, and you said, I can't remember what word it was. Do you know? Do you remember what you said? You
Which
said,
part are we speaking of?
when you said, am I practicing, or am I whatever? And I said, no, I'm still.
Are you?
What's the word?
I'm saying basically in terms of courtship and dating and relationships, because
No,
you're
no, no,
basically
no.
having
Past
not
that, you
with
were saying
relationship.
no. When you was asking about my Islam, you said like, are you still? Oh, I can't remember the word, but basically, yeah. Um, I'm still 100. I will not say I'm anything other than a Muslim. I'm 100% Muslim. I'm 100% connected to everything. The only thing is that my behaviors or my practices are just not perfect. But Islam, the word Islam actually means someone who believes in Allah. So nothing.
Okay,
So I'm a Muslim. A Muslim is someone who surrenders to one God. So obviously
right.
in Arabic, Allah means one God. So I could never say I'm not a Muslim in any shape or form, or I'm not connected to it, or I'm not a full Muslim or whatever. No, because the word actually means, do I believe in Allah? I do. Do
Okay,
I follow the 5 pillars of Islam? Yeah. The things that I don't do are not anything that are like, there's 5 pillars that make you a Muslim.
right.
And the
Okay,
things that I don't do, like covering, is not one of those 5 pillars.
right.
Some of the things I
Okay.
do are not those 5 pillars, so they're not something that will make you not be a Muslim. You're still a Muslim because
You've
Muslim
totally
is your
covered that.
belief.
You've
Yeah,
totally covered that.
so
Okay,
that's
okay.
how I see it, kind of thing. But my practice is, I'm just not perfect. As simple as that.
See, that's honest, and I appreciate that. So I'm going to ask you one
Yeah,
more question in regards to love, and we're going to move on real quick. 'Cause I know you've got time restraints as well. I'm not trying to
yeah.
hold you
I do
too
need to
long.
go soon.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So, in regards to love,
Uh-huh.
noticed that men tend to crown women
Hmm.
based on how much women will suffer with them and for them. All
Yeah.
right, that is a real thing, and I'm going to give you an
100%.
example. All right, and fellas, I'm going to keep it real with you. I've noticed that when a man is not established, all right, I'm not saying you should or you shouldn't. I'm just saying when a man is not established and he's not financially free, okay, he seeks for a woman that's prepared to suffer with him, and that's what he classifies as a good girl. Okay,
Hmm.
I've heard this so many times in regards to, well, why do you rate her? Why would you want to marry her? Oh, because she's with me when I had nothing. And da, da, da. So it's almost like the woman that would say, which is me, no, at my age, at grandmother level too, I'm not going to keep dating men from ground up.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay. For guys who are not established, they have an issue with that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So, do
And
you know
I
what
say,
my answer to that is? If you have an
yeah.
issue with it, go and find a woman that wants to struggle with you. Simple as, because it ain't me. I'm not on it no more. And do you know what? Yeah,
And
I'll
that
tell
you're,
you the truth.
I'm glad you said that, but I need you to make it clear so those who hear this actually hear this playback for a reason.
No, no,
Because they will
no.
see you're materialistic. Don't act if you
No,
don't like me,
no, no,
please.
no, no. I know what I bring to the table and to a relationship and to a situation. I'm very, very educated. I've got 2 degrees and a master's. I have a
Ooh.
job. I do like I do what I need to do. So for me, it's
Mm-hmm.
like I don't have time. I've got goals and I've got aims and I've got things I need to do. I don't have time. Physically, I don't have time to what my goals are for my life. I don't have time to wait for you to get your coins up, because my goals
Yeah.
and my
Mm-hmm.
goals I've set out were planned before you came around with
Okay,
your
now
broke
speak it,
pocket.
please.
So before your broke pocket came round, my plan was there. My deadline was there. If you can't blend in with my deadline and it don't look like it's going to happen with you, then you can't be a part of the goal. And I'm not going to push my goalposts further away because your pocket is long. I haven't got time. So as far as I'm concerned, call me whatever you want to call me. Come to me when you're ready. And if you're not ready, unfortunately, we've got to pass. It's as simple as that.
I'm listening to you. You know, sometimes they say you got to hear somebody else or mirror somebody else to see what you sound like. This is what I sound like when I speak. I just want to know when I'm listening to you.
Must be. It sounds like realness.
You're aggressive, you know.
It sounds like realness.
No, because what it is, people have to understand, and I want you to know, people. Everyone's got to start somewhere, okay? And there's nothing wrong with anyone being anyone, even if you're from a homeless stage. There's nothing wrong with it. But what we mustn't do is glorify women just because they're willing to struggle with you. And what I'm going to say to end this part on my behalf is, whatever you want for your mother, your sister, and your daughter is what I want for me.
Yeah, but
you're not going to encourage your daughter to date no man who can't do nothing for her or be about nothing. It's going to come around on Netflix and chill every Saturday.
Can I say something? It kind of links back to what you said before.
I'm passionate about that one. Sorry, go on.
No, I hear you. For some people, they don't actually mind the whole thing, and for them, that's Mr. Perfect for them. But that one there is not Mr. Perfect for me.
Hell no! There's no life with guys like that. There isn't. But guys are now saying, other than your sexuality, okay, what can you women bring to the table? Because let's be honest, let me flip it on its back real quick. A lot of women feel like their looks can hold them, and it can't.
No,
that's expired. That's been expired.
It can't.
If you're looking to use your twerking skills as collateral, girls, that's dead. Okay? Right. So I know that you are again on the straight, so I'm going to skip the whole centerpiece and go straight to music. Right. Yeah. How long have you been a musician for?
I've literally done music since I was a child. I can't give you an age. Like, I proper can't remember an age, but I remember finding a picture a little while ago of when I was like 5, and my dad bought me a karaoke machine with the mic because I wanted it. But my dad's a jungle DJ, my mum's an actress, so I've kind of come from a creative background. I've sang since I was a child, and when I was in secondary school, like 7, 8, 9, like literally throughout the whole of secondary school, they kind of used me. To be fair, my secondary school probably owes me peas, because they had me performing at every event you could think of, every school fete, concert, everything. And then I started going studio probably around 13, and then I've just literally been in the studio ever since, and I'm 31 now. So
did you call singing, or did singing call you? Because I'm all about purpose. So some things I
didn't try to be a singer. So
so it called you.
Yeah, I remember even being in like America when I was younger, like going to family houses and it being like Thanksgiving and stuff, and then everyone would be like, "Oh, LA can sing. Come on, LA, come and sing for the family." And I'm like, "Oh my God, I gotta sing." So it was just like everyone knew I could, but it wasn't something where I was like trying to be a singer. That's not what I wanted to. I just ended up finding out I could sing. If you know.
Are you a better songwriter or a singer? You know that as a writer, there's a lot of people that can sing, but they're not good writers. They are not good writers. And there's people that write, but they can't sing. So which were you better at? It's really have someone who can do both excellently, to be honest.
I feel like I'm someone who can do both of them great, but at the same time, I am more proud of my songwriting, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Because my songwriting is sick, and I actually find it, like, I actually see it as like a challenge. So like I find it amazing. Like, somebody gives me a beat, I'm like, how am I gonna do this? Like, it's like a crossword for me. Like, and the sicker that I can make it, and the more intriguing I can make, like the patterns and the cadences and the little pockets in the way I say things and stuff, is more of a game to me. So I kind of see it as a challenge. So I'm more proud.
You seem super confident, and you know there's a difference between confidence and arrogance. So which one would you say you are?
No. I'm very, very confident.
Okay, just letting you clear that up. So in regard to singing, you would say that you are good. Yeah?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, we're gonna hear a little something towards the end.
On a normal basis.
Yeah. What are the pros and cons in being in the music business, would you say?
That people are evil, people are very two-faced, most people are out there for themselves, don't trust nobody, and
have you tried as men try to exploit you before?
It's very fickle. Like one day you're the greatest, the next day you're nobody, and it's just how it goes. And don't.
I can imagine that girls will not be able to try you too much, because I can see your energy. It's like you're from my birthstone. I feel like we're kind of, you're not the kind of person girls will want to try very easily, unless they're about that. yeah, that I get from you vibrationally. But when it comes to men, have they tried to exploit you in the music business? You know what I mean? Give me something and I'll give you something.
Yeah, do you know what?
And I'll make you big.
My way that I kind of carry myself and the way I am, I think guys know from the get-go, don't try me like that. Like, you can't come to me as blatant as that. But what they might do is like approach me in a way where they're saying they want to work, and then through little things that you're doing, I'm seeing you're moving sideways, and I'm thinking, if this is work, then you shouldn't need to be calling me at this time. Or
right.
If you need to email me a song, why do you now need my number as well? And I'll say, listen, I don't work like that, you know. This is how I work. Da 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 da. And if they want to go with it, they go with it, or not, they don't. But I've never really had to say to somebody like someone's come barefaced. Do you know what I mean? Like, to do that. It will be like sly little things. Like, a man might like me, does a tune with me, and then tries to make a little excuse about why they need to see me again, and I'm like, yeah, drop me out. So,
well, if sometimes, depending on the situation, if you're single and it ain't compromised, you know, but yeah, but that's the pros and cons.
Yeah,
so
but I don't like it. I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
I really hate it. Like, even if I was in a situation where it was possible, I don't like it. Because as far as I'm concerned, even if you wanted to do music with me, if you had in your head that you wanted anything else, I would have preferred if you said, look, I want to do music with you because I think you're talented, but I also like you. Then I could say, yeah. But don't try and use the music. If you use the music in any way to chat to me, you've crossed yourself out.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. So what's your music genre?
What's my, sorry?
Who do you cater to most? What's your music genre?
I listen to R&B mostly, but I'm a bashment girl, listen to drill, listen to everything. But I write R&B. I kind of sing a rap. I'm kind of like a singer-rapper sometimes.
I've heard you. Who's your favorite female and male artist, and why?
Drake is my favorite male at all times.
And why?
Because his songwriting is amazing, and I think his flows are just mad. Like, and he just brought something so new to the scene at the time when he came around.
So he inspires you?
I think he's unbeaten. And girls, I love Summer Walker, Jasmine Sullivan. There's too many to even talk about right now. But right now, Jasmine is on my list.
Like, she's been hot from Windows, from Breaking Windows. I loved her from that tune. Yeah. So, all right. I think as we're wrapping it up, I would love, and I've been asked in the comments. Okay, let me go to the comments before you actually sing, because they might have a different request and you might want to consider whatever. Yeah. So I'm going to send a quick waves. And Lay is going to sing for us today. And there's been requests for you singing here. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. So it would be so cool for you to vibe for us. Today's been a topic of a concoction of things and due to time constraints. But next time maybe we can extend it a bit deeper. Yeah. I had a whole barrage of stuff to ask you. Yeah. Yeah, so let's get to, what would you like to share with us? Share with us a little bit of LA Cartier's flair.
So I've got a song called No Games, and it's actually like a mix, like not a mix. It's the chorus, I've kind of taken it from Say My Name by Destiny's Child, but the song's called No Games, and the video's on like, I think just over 40k or just under 40k on YouTube. So
you've done good. Wow.
You, but I'm just trying to get people to listen to the EP that it comes from as well.
All right.
So everybody find me on the socials and on the Spotify's and Apple Music. I'm on every downloading platform there is. So
yeah, new singles, No Games. So Scars came before that, of course.
No. No Games is the one that I have the video to. Scars did come more recently. Scars came more recently.
And I love the picture. That's a tattoo that I actually was thinking of getting from before.
What?
See your picture of No Scars, a heart with a thread. That's a tattoo that I was considering before. I think I'm still gonna get it.
I designed that for my EP. I designed that.
Really? That's been out though. That kind of tattoo, even with the bandage and the plaster. There's a lot of tattoos like that. A lot of pictures like that.
Well, that's it.
I like it.
I'll do the little verse, and then I'd like everyone to actually go over and listen to it once I'm finished, if they can. That would be amazing. Yeah. The link's in my bio. Support.
Go ahead.
I'll do a little verse, but there's no music. But it's more for you to hear the words. You can hear my songwriting then, yeah.
If you say you're a good singer, you don't need music, baby. It's a cappella, right?
From where I stand, you're looking like you're trouble. Looking like you're finding it hard to beat you and be loyal. I'll be honest, I'm kind of scared to get involved with you. Cause it's looking like I might fall in love with you. From where I stand, you're kind of hard to please. Got so many girls around you, find it hard to breathe. Not trying to be. If you play a cards right, I might be a sinner. Oh, I see you page me from Wednesday just to say that you've been thinking about me since Sunday. We're running out of time because today is Friday. I'll be honest, there's no time for playing games. No, I know you hear me stuttering because I'm afraid, but it's only because once I start, I know I'm here to stay. If you're really serious about me, I'll be the same. When you're ready to go, all you gotta do is say my name. There you go.
Yay!
Thank you.
Well done. When I first heard that, I was like, yeah, he's gone past the days for real in my life too. What's really going on? Yeah. No, literally, I'm like, what? Yeah. I'm gonna block your bumper clock. That's what I thought, yeah. I like that book a lot. Was that written about anyone in particular? Do you write from a personal perspective? Let us know.
Do you know what? That song, I've always got a weird story about that song, but literally, you remember I told you I find writing like a game, like I find it like a challenge.
Yeah.
So I was sitting in my room, I heard the beat, and I was like, this beat is sick, yeah? And I was with my guy that I was with at the time, and I was literally sitting in my room, and I goes to him, I had like this board on the wall, that had like lots of little like sentences and words and little things on it. And I said to him, look on that board, and just pick anything that you see, any phrase, anything that you see, and tell me it, and I'm going to start the song with that. And he said to me, really? How are you going to start the song with that? What if I just give you some random word? I said, but that's what I want you to do. Even if you told me to start the word with apples, I'm telling you the song's going to be sick, and it's going to start with apples. So he goes to me, all right, cool. And then he saw From Where I Stand. And I literally went, from where I stand, you're looking like you're trouble. And then I was like, looking like you're finding it hard to beat you and be loyal. And then I just went into it. So I just randomly wrote
I actually like that song. I actually do like that song when I heard it. It's nice. Thank you for saying that for us.
But
so listen.
I write from the perspective of every girl and every woman that
are you ever, see, when it comes to writers, especially heartbreaks, the Adeles, the Marys, the who else can I say? The Amy's. The reason why I rate them as writers or they ghostwriters because it's written from a true vulnerable place. Fantasy is very easy because it's not personal. So do you ever expose yourself?
You know what?
Those are to me the best artists.
You know what?
To expose who they are as a person.
So let me explain. I don't just expose myself like that, but I will take things that I've gone through. I will mix them up with all the other people's stuff that they might.
But why? Why is that? Why don't you show who you are in your own craft? Why would you not do that?
In my life growing up, I've always felt like people take my weaknesses or things that they think hurt me and will want to use it against me. And I've always been the type of person that doesn't want to fuel that and give people something to say. So I'd rather.
That's unfortunate, though. As a musician, I'm not saying you should or shouldn't, but I find it's unfortunate that there's so much caginess based on what people will say or will do. Personally,
but it's not, no, hold on, sorry. It's not like to say I'm worried about what they would think about me. I don't care about what people think. I'm very much like that. Nobody.
But how would they use that against you? How would they possibly?
What I mean is it's like I just feel like my personal information is mine. Like, I don't want people to go and just chat me. Like, my life has been full of people just chatting. So I don't want to give you nothing to talk about. If I sing it,
that's so sad though that you feel that way.
It is, but I'm so used to living like that. It's not even a thing.
No, I accept that's your truth, and I respect it. But I want to say something to you from one creative to another. Yeah. Personally, when I write stuff, I maybe one of the people that's on there will know from before. I do more erotica, and then I do a lot of other things. But I'm on a break. Yeah. But when I do create. And I have published work. It's been hella raw. Yeah. I'm the person that if I was battered, raped, and bruised, I would write it.
Yeah.
And I would feel fucking empowered. And I would feel fucking empowered. Yeah. And let me tell you, because without the Oprahs or the Ilanas or whoever it is, they wouldn't be all these trauma shows to help people. So I am that person based on my calling. It's not your calling, based on my calling. I would always unlace myself to resonate with somebody else. If somebody wants to take it and misuse that, that's woe on them and their
Yeah,
spirit.
I hear you.
I
I
use
definitely
my
hear you.
talent and I use my gifts. There's two different things. Talents and gifts are two different things. Yeah, I use it for my advantage. So I don't mind creating from fantasy, but I am the woman that would put out that book with everything, and I couldn't care less, because the reason why what I feel about that is, if I was Oprah, who would judge me?
Yeah,
Because you're not famous, they're gonna talk about you.
I hear you.
Yeah, real? If you
I,
were a massive, blown up, multi-million celebrity, they'll be buying into your stories.
mm-hmm.
Because you're not that, they will talk about you differently.
No,
So ultimately, it's almost like being a brand name has you get away with being who you are. I'm not buying into it. That's who I am right now.
no, I hear you, and I
But I'm
really,
not saying you should be the same. That's my calling, though, and I'm ready for it. I'll be ready for it.
I respect that you're like that, and I actually, I think it's a good thing that you are able to be. So that's really,
Gee,
yeah.
my family must cringe when they hear me talk.
So,
That's
baby,
what it is. But anyway, where's your little friend?
this is what I was coming to find you quickly before I left.
Where's your friend? Show me. We want to see your friend, guys. Look what she's got. That's very unusual. Isn't it? Is your friend is a girl called Shay?
Chicago,
What's her name?
Chicago. We call her Shy.
Can I tell you? I said as a young girl, if I had a baby and she was a girl, I would have called her Chicago at 16.
Is it?
Thank God I didn't have a girl, but yeah, I like the name Chicago. I had a boy.
This is
Wow.
oh,
Can we see how long she is?
I don't know if I can see. Hold on.
How brave are you? Can you put her around your neck?
My friend has never seen her before, and she's actually just touched her, which is quite shocking. But can you see how tall?
Wow. Hi, friend.
My
Can
friend...
you put her around the neck, or you're not ready for that?
No, I'll put her around. Wow, I can't believe you're touching it like that. Wow, my friend just came to the house and she's just touching her.
I don't know anyone in real life who has a snake. So you're very different. You're very different. What inspired you to get a snake?
I just like them since I was younger. So literally,
Oh my God, it's moving on you. And you feed it mice.
yeah. What
So
you
where's the mice?
you buy it in a little packet.
No, but where are they? In your yard right now? Where's the mice?
You feed the snake once a week. So I literally will go to the shop once a week, just pick up the little like mice in a packet and come home and feed it. It's frozen, so you like thaw it out. It's only warm because she was sitting on her heat pad, but it's cold blooded, so it will turn cold.
Oh, is it slimy and cold as I imagine it to be?
Not slimy.
It has been a desire. I have said I would like to, when traveling, be able to put a snake around my neck, but it cringes me out. It cringes me out. It really does. How old is she?
A lot of people, but 18 months. A lot of people think she's like gonna be slimy. She's just rough. Like smooth rough. It's weird. I can't be. But she's about.
It's like an elephant rough.
No, she's about to shed. I don't know if you can see her eyes, but they've got like a film over them, and they look really cloudy. So she can't really see right now because she's about to shed. So it will shed from her mouth over her whole body. So it takes off what's over the eyes as well.
But
So
let me tell you, I am a concept when it comes to creativity. I would invent the baddest photo shoot with you with that snake.
I've already got an offer. I got one in 2 weeks.
I'm telling you, make it unique, girl. I'm telling you. But listen, LA Cartier, you've been amazing. Thank you so much for joining me today on Free Flame Thoughts. But before you go, allow me to ask you one more question. What are your afterthoughts? What's it been like for you, sincerely, tonight, sharing your moments with me?
Being on here, it's been lovely. Like just having a chat. It literally just felt like
that's what it's like.
Having a sister to sister chat with another person with good vibrations and energy. Really.
Nice. I'm going to be seeing you back here very soon. Yeah. We're going to talk. Chicago, bye. Make sure you behave yourself. Oh my God, that's so dope. That is so dope. That is so dope.
Thank you for having us, though. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Your man must be scared. Your man gonna be scared to put the snake in the bed. He behave himself. Wake up with a snake. Yeah.
You said two snakes in the bed.
You're welcome. It's been amazing having you. Feel free to exit the live right up on your right or your left. Thank you so much. You've been amazing.
No problem.
Peace
Thank you so much. Take care. See you later.
Bye.
Bye. I don't know how to come out. I'm so rubbish.
You've got a little cross up there.
There you go.
Wow, that was interesting. And the treat at the end, I couldn't wait. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. This live will be saved. Hopefully, there's no issues with technicality with Instagram and it saved itself. And I ought to be back on Friday with, oh my goodness, a treat. She's everything, a spiritual coach, etc., etc., etc. There's so much to talk about on Friday. So please feel free to join me right here at 8:30 p.m. on Free Flame Thoughts. And for those of you who are new, press that follow button. You know what to do. See you soon. Peace.